firefighter Mike Riley, Rockford Firefighter. Mike, good morning.
Morning. How you doing today?
We're doing well. How's everything going with you?
Oh, good. I'm enjoying these 2 days of fall before we go to winter tomorrow.
Right, that'll be about it. Yeah, enjoy it now. Go find a shovel later on. You guys are going to want to get over to Amazon, and I'm sure Mike will tell us about other spots we could grab it. But Mike's got a book out, and it's called Cook and Ladder, Company #1, a Firehouse Cookbook. By the way, Mike, I really, really enjoy the cover on that as well.
He came out with exactly what I wanted, but somehow it was even better than what I wanted.
Yeah, it's got the shamrock in the middle. It's got the cutlery to either side. Got the name of the book up there. It's a very nice looking book. And first off, give us a little background on you.
Well, I retired from Rockford Fire Department a couple of years ago. I was always interested in cooking, but I kind of had to find my way. I was lucky enough to work with some of the best cooks that Rockford Fire has seen when I was early in my career, and picked up some stuff from them, helping them or even just watching them, and kind of developed my own style. And it got to the point where instead of everybody taking turns, the guys were like, you know what, why don't you just go ahead and take it over?
That's a good thing as a cook. I like to cook. It's one of my hobbies. When did you start? How long have you been doing it?
Well, I started being the full-time cook at the fire department. Oh, it had to be probably 8-10 years before I ended up retiring. So a third to almost a half of my career was as the full-time cook for whatever station I was at.
Is that where you started your cooking journey? Was at the fire department, or was that something you brought from your home life?
I was interested in cooking before I got on the fire department, but I quite honestly wasn't very good.
Okay. You're not supposed to when you start.
Well, yeah, exactly. Trial and error, and Babe Ruth didn't hit a home run every time.
How many times was that said over the dinner table at the firehouse?
Thankfully, not very often.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'm looking at some of the background on this book. So now, once you became the designated cook, you developed themes for each day for one of the meals. You then left the other meal open for whatever was on sale or whatever you felt like cooking that day.
Exactly. Those days you wake up and you think, I could really go for some chicken enchiladas today. Okay, now I have my second meal. I already have the first one because of the theme, whether it was Taco Tuesday, although Taco Tuesday probably wouldn't be a good day to do enchiladas, but...
I like how Sunday was Sugo Sunday. Explain that.
Literally translated, it means gravy, but in American and Rockford Italian, it has come to mean red sauce.
Okay, so something with a red sauce would happen on Sundays. Mondays, you rolled in with meatloaf.
Yep, got to keep that, Sunday sugo, Monday meatloaf, carried it on into Taco Tuesday, Wing Wednesday, although even though I enjoy wings when I'm out, having a few cold ones, it's kind of hard to feed 6 people with wings, so
yeah, wings.
I would take...
Would you bake them or would you fry them at the station?
I would either bake them or I would grill them. And really what I would do is I would take chicken leg quarters and cook them like wings.
Very nice.
Because they're not a whole lot of meat on wings. And, if a guy would eat a pound of chicken at a meal, that's, what?
That's
6 pounds of wings.
Yeah, a lot of wings. Rewinding a little bit back to Sugo Sundays, was that an all-day affair? How long did you let your gravy simmer?
I started first thing in the morning as soon as I was done getting everything set on the truck, and just bring it up to a boil and then back it down to a simmer and just let it simmer all day. So usually by the time we had our evening meal, everything had kind of melded and ended up tasting better than the first time we had it.
That's how good meals work.
I was going to say that sounds like the makings for a fine meal when someone is approaching it this way.
Right. What was the dish that the guys knew was coming up that they made sure they weren't late for? What were they most excited for you making?
I would have to say my deep dish pizza.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's amazing how simple it is for how good it comes out.
That sounds outstanding. That sounds outstanding.
As much as I love cooking, I really don't like doing terribly complicated things.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much everything in the book is a very simple thing to put together.
You making your own dough with that pizza?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we back when I was getting married at my wife's bridal shower, you know, everything for the house, people were given to her, and everything for the kitchen, they were given to me.
Well, you know, they look and go, all right, well, this guy cranks out some good stuff for the kitchen. Let's get him equipped.
All right. So we went over the one that everyone liked. What's one you made that the guy said not again and did not make the cut for the cookbook?
I would have to say it was a meatloaf that I made when I was very new on the job, and I had gotten a recipe that it was good. I tried it out at home first. It came out really well. But then at the station, for whatever reason, we didn't have whole oregano. We just had powdered.
Oh.
And I put the same amount in. And we ended up ordering pizza that night.
Little strong.
A little aromatic. Yeah, a little aromatic on that one. If you're just joining us, we're spending some time with Mike Riley. He's got a book out called Cook and Ladder Company #1, a Firehouse cookbook, available on Amazon right now. If you go to Amazon.com and type in Cook and Ladder, it'll take you right to it. Where else can people get a copy of this, Mike?
As of right now, that's the only place on Amazon. I did hear just the other day that not this coming weekend, but the next weekend, Kip over at Kimson Ridge is going to let me set up in the front somewhere there, and I'll be selling the books there also.
Nice.
Very nice. Cooking can be infectious, I think, and especially once people see kind of how there's a mystique around it. Once you bust through that, and people see like normal people like you can do it. Did other firefighters start to pick up the hobby?
I certainly hope so.
I was thinking they would go one of two ways. They would either pick up the hobby or go, we've got a guy who does a great job. I don't need to pick up anything.
Well, that's part of how I started getting the idea to do the cookbook. Was I had people that had worked with me calling me up, hey, can you give me that recipe for that meatloaf that you did, or the shepherd's pie, or one guy even went so far as to buy the whole setup for doing deep dish pizzas, and now he does those for the guys that he works with.
Well, that's very cool. Give us a little background on the dynamic of this, because I think when we think firehouse cooking and all that, I picture you slaving over a hot stove. You got 2 ovens going. You got all of this stuff going. You're getting ready to go. This is going to be magnificent. I can't wait. The guys are so excited. Oh, wait, is that a bell I hear?
We always joke you could tell it was time to eat because the alarm would go off.
Yeah. And what happens? What happens then? You've got all that stuff sitting there. Bell goes. You're going. Everybody's going. What happens then?
You just hope you get back. I mean, turn everything off, or if you're in the middle of cooking, turn everything down as low as you can go, and just hope it doesn't get ruined by the time you get back.
Oh, leave it running. I like that. That's good.
It depends on what you're cooking. Some of the stuff I go into in the cookbook, like I can put together a cheese sauce, comes out awesome, but every time I tried to do it at the station, we got a call right in the middle of when I was doing it, and it just didn't turn out. So instead of doing that, I just started using melted Velveeta for the cheese sauce, because even if I get called in the middle of it, it's okay by the time I come back.
I watch a lot of cooking YouTube videos, and it's quite the market out there for those. I don't know if I've come across a firefighter cooking in their kitchen. I think that would get some eyeballs. Have you guys ever thought about doing a video aspect of what you do in the kitchen?
I have thought about it. I have to get the setup together. Since I did the cookbook, whenever I do something at home that is out of the cookbook, I make sure and put a picture of it up on Instagram, and I have a Facebook page just for the cookbook, so I make sure it's on there also. But I have been working towards getting the setup to where I can do videos, and just the minute and a half videos that you see, because nobody wants to sit and stare at their phone for 30 minutes.
Correct.
And I would imagine, the concept of, hey, a firefighter, an actual firefighter, is going to show you how to cook in the firehouse kitchen and what you can bring home for yourself as well. That's got YouTube channel written all over it, Mike.
That's definitely planned for the future.
Good.
That's outstanding.
I want to add you to my rotation of videos.
Yeah, because you definitely will gain 2 followers right there. So 25 plus year career as a firefighter and cooking in the fire department. You retire, so then what? What are you doing now?
Well, I taught paramedic classes part-time when I was still on the fire department, and I continue to do that because once I retired and started getting a good amount of sleep every night, I kind of rejuvenated my love for teaching and found out that I enjoyed it again. So I'm teaching a lot more than I thought I was going to in retirement, but it's something I enjoy. So why not keep doing it?
Yeah, why not? Who's got better table manners, cops or firefighters?
Oh, boy. Putting me in the middle here.
Yeah, that was the intention.
I do know that the cops were always very thankful whenever we invited them in for a meal, because they got to have something decent instead of just some fast food from somewhere. But I don't think either one really took their time to eat, because who knows when we were going to have to go somewhere. So, people were friendly, but it always was funny. As soon as the food hit the table, all talking stopped, and all you heard was knives and forks clinking on the plates, and just get it down as quick as you can, because who knows when you're going to have a chance to again.
One last thing before you go here. When this cookbook shows up at my door, what should I pick first out of here to cook?
Yeah, what's the first thing? Crack that thing open and go right to page and get making it.
What gets the gold medal from you?
My personal favorite, especially this time of year, I made it last night at home, beef vegetable barley soup.
Mm-hmm.
It, as long as I've been making it, every single time I make it, including last night, that first bite, I just kind of closed my eyes and did that. Oh, that's good.
That's the best. The eye closing, the moaning sort of thing. That's there's your 5-star indicator right there on a recipe.
Oh, yes.
The book is called Cook and Ladder, Company #1, a Firehouse Cookbook. Get right over to Amazon.com. You can just type those words in, and you will find it right away. Grab yourself a copy. Grab, we're right around the holiday season as well. You got other people who like to cook in their lives. Getting this book would probably be a wonderful gift for anybody, including your favorite on-air radio hosts. You'll want to grab a copy of Mike's book, Cook and Ladder, Company #1, a Firehouse Cookbook. Mike, thanks for taking time out of your day to share this with us. I hope the book is a huge success for you.
Oh, thanks for having me on. It's great talking to you guys.
We're glad to do it.